Hello friends, I would like to tell you one story. Story is very sadful. Story is very serious. That when I was so much younger, then I have seen to my parents many times a day. They are flowing tears continuously 3 days, but I never took it seriously. That I thought inside of the mind that it would be happen easily between in the couple, between in the married people. I never have take it seriously. Maybe it would be happen difficult for them. I never have seen, I never have thought, I never, um, I never have seen my parents' pain, my parents' problem, my parents' tears. Actually, when I was so much younger, then I have seen many times to fighting my parents, each other. When I was younger, then I have seen usually daily basis fighting. Then I made a plan. Then I made a thought inside of the mind that it would happen in the between of the married people and between of the a couple. So I never thought about the sadness, about the pain, about the problem. Many time I have seen my parents fight each other. After fighting, my mother flowing tears continuously 3 days without taking any food. My father left the home for the 6 month, for the 2 month, but I never remember, and I never uh, uh, never have thought that it would be hard to bearing to my parents. When I was grown up, then I got married age of the 17 and 16. I have no idea exact age. When I got married, then I faced so much problem than my parents. I faced so much eating problem, living problem, medicine problem, and bearing problems more than my parents. But I never remember my parents' sad full story. I never remember my parents fighting. I never remember my mother throwing tears. This is so much hard to my parents. When my parents throwing tears continuously 3 days, it was not easy. But I never have taken serious that. I thought it would be usually between the couple. I made a decide. After that, when I got married, I faced so much problem because my husband is not my husband was not serious for the responsibility. When I came in outside of the home, then I faced so much problem, like living room, like bearing clothes, like job. I have no any extra talent. I have no extra education. I have no any reference. I have no any extra mind to taking job, to searching job. When I face so much problem of the food and living, then I have decided that I will give every luxury, every facility to my children, and I took it serious that I will do all those hard work, and I has done. I did also. I collect, I fulfill all those family responsibility, I those all those facility, all those need to my children. But I never remember my parents sad full story. I never took serious to my parents tears. I never. I continuously used to done hard work. I continuously think made a plan that to earning money. I continuously search new area for the earning money. I continue met to the different type person which is they can give me good opportunity, but I never took serious to my parents sad fell story. I never remember my parents tears. I never remember my father when he left home for the 1 years. They never returned back to the home. In the home my mother sending many times letter and card, but my father stay there and out of the home. Okay, after that when I remembered my parents story, when my children said to me, you are poor lady, you are not worthy to the respect, you are not good mother, you are not giving anything to me, you never care to me. Then I remembered my parents story. That was not easy. When my parents fighting each other and flowing tears continuously, never take food, never take any bath, never take any medicine without talking each other, they faced only problem. For whom? Only children. Only fulfill all requirement, because my mother have no any interest to taking good clothes. My mother never interest. My mother have no any interest to taking good food. My mother have no any interest to taking fan and bed and visiting outside of the home and go around of the another good area. No, my mother done fighting to my father for the children, but I never cared my mother's cloth. Every time my mother's clothes was very rough, every time my mother's clothes were very color, no, there was no any color, there was no any good cloth, there was no any branded anything, no. But I never care, but I care when I got hit to my children. My my heart totally have broken when my children said to me, my children said to me that you have renewed respect of the home, you have renewed whole life to the children, you were not worthy to the talk. Then I cared that time. Then I remember to my parents tears. Then I cared to my parents sad full story that. And I thought we should think about my parents, which is my parents fighting each other. Then I have to do stop and I should to talk to my parents that what is the need of the fighting. I don't need to any clothes. I don't need to any food. But I never cared because I have no any sense to showing their problems, showing their to looking their tears. When any person beard and faced problem, then came to know about the problems and about the tears and about the heart broken. You know. So thank you friends, I my story has finished and I wanted to tell you about the parents, our parents very important. Our parents faced so much problem for the children, but I never cared. But we should care, we should talk about the fighting, about the problem, about the another anything. Thank you दोस्तों, please subscribe my channel.